Do you think cheese is bad for your health? Most people believe it clogs arteries, raises cholesterol, and makes you gain weight. But what if I told you that the right cheeses could be your secret weapon against muscle loss after 60? Yes, you heard that right. Cheese, when chosen wisely, can help you fight sarcopenia, the age-related decline in muscle mass and strength that robs seniors of independence. And today, we're not talking about pizza cheese or processed slices. We're talking about 3 science-backed cheeses that give your aging muscles exactly what they need to repair, grow, and stay strong. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also reveal the best times of day to eat cheese for maximum muscle recovery. This one detail alone could change how your body absorbs protein and rebuilds muscle fibers. Why sarcopenia matters after 60. Let's start with the real problem. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass that begins as early as your 40s but speeds up after 60. Doctors estimate that older adults lose up to 1% of muscle every year after the age of 50. Why does this matter? Because muscle isn't just for athletes or bodybuilders. Your muscles are what keep you standing tall, walking without a cane, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, and even getting out of a chair. When muscle disappears, independence goes with it. Falls become more common. Everyday tasks become harder. And recovery from illness slows down. The 2 main reasons behind sarcopenia are anabolic resistance. Older muscles don't respond to protein as effectively. Inflammation and oxidative stress. These damage muscle cells and slow down repair. That's why seniors need not just protein, but the right type of protein, with key amino acids, minerals, and fat-soluble nutrients that activate muscle repair. And that's where cheese comes in. Why cheese? You might be surprised to hear that cheese can help fight sarcopenia. Here's why. Complete protein cheese contains all 9 essential amino acids. Rich in leucine, this is the amino acid that flips the switch for muscle growth by activating the mTOR pathway. High in calcium, critical not just for bones, but for muscle contraction. Contains vitamin K2, this directs calcium into bones and muscles, not arteries. Healthy fats help absorb fat-soluble vitamins that support strength and recovery. But not all cheeses are equal. Some are loaded with salt and additives. Others lack the powerful nutrients your body needs after 60. That's why today, I'll share the top 3 cheeses scientifically proven to help seniors rebuild muscle and fight sarcopenia. Cheese number 3, cottage cheese. Let's begin with one of the simplest and most underrated, cottage cheese. Why is it special? Because cottage cheese is one of the richest natural sources of casein protein. Unlike whey protein, which digests quickly, casein digests slowly, providing your muscles with a steady stream of amino acids for hours. This is incredibly important for seniors. Why? Because older adults often go long stretches of time without eating enough protein. During that gap, muscles start breaking down. But when you eat cottage cheese, its slow digesting casein keeps your body in a positive protein balance for longer, reducing muscle breakdown. Cottage cheese is also very high in leucine. Just half a cup provides nearly 2 grams of this muscle-activating amino acid. For seniors struggling with anabolic resistance, leucine is the single most important nutrient for switching muscle repair back on. But that's not all. Cottage cheese is rich in calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that work together to keep both bones and muscles strong. And unlike heavily processed cheese, cottage cheese is naturally lower in fat and sodium, making it easier on the heart. How to use it? Have a small bowl of cottage cheese before bed. Why at night? Because the slow release of amino acids while you sleep helps your body repair and rebuild muscle tissue more efficiently. Cheese number 2, Parmesan. Next is a cheese you probably think of as just a topping for pasta, Parmesan. But did you know Parmesan is one of the most nutrient-dense cheeses in the world? Here's why it deserves the number 2 spot. Protein powerhouse. Just 1 ounce of Parmesan contains about 10 grams of protein, making it one of the highest protein cheeses per gram. Rich in leucine, each serving contains more leucine than most meats, making it a direct activator of muscle protein synthesis. Loaded with calcium, Parmesan has more calcium per gram than any other cheese, protecting both bones and muscle contraction. Easily digested, Parmesan is naturally aged, which breaks down lactose. That means even seniors with lactose intolerance can usually enjoy it without trouble. But there's something else that makes Parmesan unique: its bioactive peptides. During the aging process, proteins in Parmesan break down into smaller fragments that act like natural signaling molecules. These peptides reduce inflammation and improve blood vessel health, ensuring that nutrients get delivered to your muscles efficiently. For seniors, this means better circulation, less stiffness, and stronger recovery after activity. How to use it: grate Parmesan over vegetables, soups, or whole grain pasta. Even small amounts deliver a concentrated punch of muscle-supporting nutrients. Cheese number 1, ricotta. Finally, the number 1 cheese for seniors fighting sarcopenia is ricotta. This may surprise you, but ricotta has a unique advantage over every other cheese. Ricotta is made from the whey protein left over from cheese making. And whey protein is the most powerful muscle-building protein on the planet. Why? Because whey protein is rapidly digested and extremely rich in leucine. It spikes amino acid levels in your bloodstream quickly, giving your muscles the raw materials they need to start repairing immediately. In fact, studies show that whey protein is the most effective dietary protein for stimulating muscle growth in older adults. And ricotta cheese is one of the only natural food sources of whey protein you can eat without supplements. But ricotta doesn't stop there. It also provides calcium, vitamin A, and zinc, nutrients essential for healing, strength, and immune support. Plus, ricotta is lighter than many cheeses, making it easy to include in both savory and sweet meals. How to use it: add ricotta to scrambled eggs, spread it on whole grain toast, or mix it with berries. It works perfectly as a breakfast or post-exercise snack, when your muscles are most sensitive to protein. Bonus: timing matters. Now here's the reward for staying until the end. When you eat, cheese is just as important as what kind of cheese you choose. Morning: cottage cheese or ricotta helps kickstart your day with slow and fast proteins combined. After exercise, ricotta is the best choice, because whey protein rapidly feeds your muscles. Evening: cottage cheese before bed prevents overnight muscle loss. By timing your cheese intake this way, you give your muscles the constant flow of amino acids they need to stay strong and recover faster. A word of caution: of course, not all cheese is good for you. Processed cheese slices, cheese spreads, and pizza toppings are often filled with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. These don't fight sarcopenia, they fuel inflammation. Stick to natural, high-quality cheeses in moderation. And if you have kidney disease, high blood pressure, or are on certain medications, always check with your doctor before increasing protein or dairy intake. Recap: so, let's bring it all together. After 60, fighting sarcopenia is one of the most important steps you can take to stay independent and strong. Protein is the key, and certain cheeses provide it in the most effective way possible. Cottage cheese: casein protein for slow, steady repair, especially overnight. Parmesan: protein dense, leucine rich, and packed with calcium. Ricotta: natural whey protein that gives muscles the fastest recovery boost. Combine these cheeses with resistance exercise and a balanced diet, and you'll have one of the most powerful tools to rebuild muscle after 60. Your body may be aging, but your strength is not gone. It's waiting to be rebuilt. Every smart food choice is a step towards staying independent, confident, and full of energy. So the next time you reach for cheese, remember, it's not about avoiding it, it's about choosing the right kind. Your muscles will thank you. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to Rise Your Health. Every week, we bring you practical, science-backed tips to help you stay strong and healthy at any age. Because remember, age is just a number, but muscle is your power.